Right, welcome back to Nightingale's Motorcycles and Restorers. So what we're going to do now is, we are on the 2nd of September and the idea is we're going to try and run more videos on YouTube and shorts. So you'll see shorts coming up with bikes coming up for sale. So we're going to start with some of our own or customers' bikes and ones we've built, and you'll have seen some of these TLR200s, but we're not going to stop there. We're actually carrying on with customers' bikes that might come in for sale. Now, we're not interested in your modern stuff like this, right, and we don't touch these, right. Might see the occasional one if it's coming for a part exchange, but otherwise it'll be classic motorcycles, twin shock motorcycles, and then going probably Laverdas, GT 750s, all these 70s, 80s classic, even sports mopeds. So the idea of doing these videos is to show a bike. We're not taking on if it's a customer's bike, say, we'll have gone through it, spend the magic hour, and the idea is that, you know, you can see it close up, see what's been done to it, and hopefully get yourself a good bike. At the same time, you know, when people go on about Sonny Charles' bike, you know, why'd you do all this, why'd you do that, why do you restore bikes, well, everyone's different. You know, buy a new car, you wash it, some people don't. Motorcycles, Charles bikes, people go back and spend hours cleaning Charles bikes, motocross bikes, the pride and joy. So everyone's different, so there's no point saying, you know, I can buy a new one for that, because in restoration, you don't win, you know. So I thought we'd show you, we'll start off with the bikes we're going to put up for sale, which you'll have seen on some of the videos, and we're going to carry on running it through now, as we're coming to the back end of the year. So the first one is this TLR Rothmans. Just show you this one. Right, then we're moving straight on to the next video. There'll be separate videos. One of our RS250 TAs, right, and then we're going on to another TLR200. This was a brand new build 2 years ago for a customer who's going to sell it. The Rothmans is a bike my good friend have built in here and done many things which I'll explain to you. So the last machine is a little bit different. You'll have seen it in some videos probably. A little XC75. Imported machines. Got a 90 kit on this one, but I'll go through each one to show you close-up parts to get you some more in depth on what we've done to them. So we're going to start the first blog. YouTube shorts you'll see coming up is the Rothmans for sale, Rothmans replica tank and seat unit on it. So we'll go and have a look at that now. So this bike, Rothmans on the colour scheme, it's a TLR200, and as you know, if you've watched many of our videos, we do kind of specialise in this particular model. Do get asked sometimes, why don't we do a lot more of the underrids? Well, we do a few, but because of spares and that, if you stick to one thing, we tend to be able to go with the flow and know a bit more about them because of the work we've done on them. So right, so I'll take you back to basics with this one. This is one of my friend's bikes, which helps me restore bikes and builds engines and do everything on Honda TLRs. And we together we work on these bikes. And if anyone wants a bespoke bike, this is the kind of thing that we're working through you would get. So we'll start off with this particular bike. So we stripped back the frame. We did a steering angle modification of about 2 degrees on this one. I have photographs of this bike in bits and all the things we've done to it. We've had it down many times with different configurations over the years, and fantastic engine. So what we thought we'd do, because we were going to put it up for sale, is give it a refresh, but it's different in it because a refresh usually means fully rebuilt again, and get some close-ups on it. So this is what we've done to it. So we prepared the frame again, took it back, we've zinced it, it's been modified with the head angle, footrest modification. We then zinced the frame, top coated it powder, and powder coat, clear coat on top of it. Next thing we did, big valve double head, eye lift cam, one of our own which you see, against that was taken down this engine about 4 months ago. The reason was we thought, right, because we're selling it, we'll take it down and we'll do a refresh. We did the ceramic coating to the casings, polishing in Camille's room here, polishing of the head, cover. This has had new stanchions in when we first did this bike, new rims, new spokes, stainless steel spokes, black nickels on this one, mud guards, working through, controls, everything on it, CDI unit changed, original carburettor, stock carburettor, serviced up, and original air filter box. The only thing I've got to put on this machine yet is just one of our ceramic coated float bowls, because it's one we do for one of the Honda costs for keeping heat dispersant away from the float bowl from the cylinder head. We resurfaced the edges of these fins, as you can see. I'll get a close up in a bit. Then what I did, powder coated the chain guard, I zinc coated the swinging arm because my good friend likes this colour, this zinc, and then I clear coated, powder coated. Working through it again, the engine was new piston rings, new bearing seals, new gear shaft selector, all the usual things were replaced. Though this selector inside for the kickstart mechanism, the full genuine Honda mechanism, hadn't been in too long, because we cracked it down, we put a brand new one in it. It's got an hand-built aluminium exhaust on this one, new chain sprockets, shoes in front and rear, cables obviously. Now at one point with this bike, we actually had the close ratio gearbox in it. When many years ago we was playing with different configurations with pistons and all the rest of it. And we've gone back to the standard box in this, the standard TLR200 box. And with one of our heads and the gearing on it, we find this perfect. I don't think we'll probably ever go back to this, because it's a lot of money if you go back to this gearbox modification. It's another extra. So following it through again, it's got the Honda tank and seat unit, Rothmans fiberglass, new mud guards, our logos on it. We did polish billets on this. It's got standard billets, but we polished them because if you really get the bling on them, they can look nice in a straight line. I coated the bottom fork legs again, all fresh. The sump shield, I've done that in powder coat blue. So we'll have a look around the other side. The shock absorbers are the springs I did in powder coat, and the inside I did it in a ceramic coating. So we'll have a quick look around the other side. So right, round this side of course you see more our frame modifications here, putting the beta footrests on, all blending in. We rebushed the brake sleeve on this as well. Again, you know, it stands out with this. I think it's nice colours on this one. Falcon shocks, because you can service them up. Internals were done. As I say, everything in the engine was done. I did a little bit of chrome powder effect on the footrests when we did it this time. And if you look at the front engine bracket, that's actually in chrome. Bit of billet polishing. And as I say, this has just been fresh oil in it, checked over, rides beautiful as you can see. And we'll go on to the price of this machine. So costing, so it's like yourselves at home, you know, if you've got any of this format of Hondas in trials, you know, again when people say it's only a trials bike, but when you hand build things or you do things, what we're looking for as well, before we come to the price, is when we strip this down again just to get ready for sale, it also tells us things we've done in the past, like wear and tear, longevity, not only on any engine coatings or any modifications we made up here, because it's important we're looking at all this, is actually the finish of it, because the whole idea of restoring anything, classic bikes, vintage Japanese now is obviously, twin shock series, I won't get deep into pre-65. You look at it to see how it looks, you know, all the cables running in and everything snagging, and when you build these back together, you kind of, you know, looking at it all the time, seeing what you can do, what you can improve. The finish of the powder coating might not be powder coated, it might be ceramic coated. Preferences. You're trying to see on just how these things look you know, and then check everything out, you know, like things which fail on these, on the cush rubbers and that, you know, put wheel bearings back in it, which are just standard serviceable items with these things. Most of these people have these bikes, because they're out on disc brakes, they'll just finish a trial, wash it down, then maybe clean the carb out, check the brakes, check the wheels out and dry the old shoes out. It's not like a disc brake. And they really are a completely different machine to the standard bike you'd buy in. So on costings, with a few bikes coming through now, there's a few wins here, because this machine now is going out at £5,250. Now, if we had to start building one, which we have got one coming for November, another TLR250, and I think I've finally got the guy who's going to have a Repsol special, so that'll be good. So we'll have a bit of orange and black, and maybe some black and orange rims. So we're £5,250. Now, to build this bike now, if you build, which you're coming up to one on the next video, they can range from 7, 8 to 10,000. And just buy a few little bits, because as you all know, you can keep adding on. So, because this bike's been right the way through, when you look at that price as well, if you bought a standard one from anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 in its standard horrible format, which rides like a Sherman tank and doesn't stop and flat as a fart, then you start buying a few little bits. Difference between buying bits, just clip on a tank, some clip-on footrest, and you know, it's tarted up. We're talking bikes that have been through in the workshop. So 5,250. We have a trial section round back, obviously if it's a nice day, because as you can see, our tyres are nice and clean and everything. And this bike's ready to go. Headstock bearings done, everything done, oil just changed on it. And I think that's a lovely standing motorcycle, described right. We have photographic evidence of all this engine being taken down and what we've done to it, and it's ready to come and have a go. So till the next one. Coming up next is the TLR200 new build from 2 years ago. So based in Scarborough, North Yorkshire, 01723 370 399, and as usual you can always get me after 3 o'clock when we've shut down machinery in here. So thanks for watching, do appreciate it. Let's get on to the next machine, see what you think of that.